is country music. Country music is a popular American musical style that began in the rural southern United States in the 1920s. It takes its roots from Western cowboy and Southeastern American folk music. Country music often consists of ballads and dance tunes with generally simple forms and harmonies accompanied by mostly string instruments such as banjos, electric and acoustic guitars, fiddles such as violins, and harmonicas. Atlanta's music scene played a major role in launching country's earliest recording artists in the early 1920s. Many Appalachian people had come to the city to work in its cotton mills and brought their music with them. It would remain a major recording center for 2 decades and a major performance center for 4 decades. In the first country music TV shows on local Atlanta stations in the 1950s. One effect of the Great Depression was to reduce the number of records that could be sold. Radio and broadcasting became a popular source of entertainment, and barn dance shows featuring country music were started all over the South, as far north as Chicago and as far west as California. During the 1930s and 1940s, cowboy songs or Western music, which had been recorded since the 1920s, were popularized by films in Hollywood. Some of the popular singing cowboys from the era were Gene Autry, The Songs of the Pioneers, and Roy Rogers. Country music and Western music were frequently played together on the same radio stations, hence the term country and Western music. And it wasn't only cowgirls contributed to the sound in various family groups. Patsy Montana opened the door for female artists with her history-making song "I Want to Be a Cowboy's Sweetheart." This would begin a movement toward opportunities for women to have successful solo careers. By the late 1960s, Western music, in particular the cowboy ballad, was in decline, relegated to the country and Western genre by marketing agencies. Popular Western recording stars released albums to only moderate success. Rock and roll dominated music sales, and Hollywood recording studios dropped most of their Western artists. The shift in music production to Nashville also played a role, where the Nashville sound, country rock, and rockabilly music styles predominated over both cowboy artists and the mere recent Bakersfield sound. In the 1990s, country music became a worldwide phenomenon thanks to Billy Ray Cyrus and Garth Brooks. The latter enjoyed the latter enjoyed one of the most successful careers in popular music history, breaking records for both sales and concert attendance throughout the decade. Other artists that experienced success during this time included Clint Black, Sammy Kershaw, Aaron Tippin, Travis Tritt, Alan Jackson, and the newly formed duo of Brooks and Dunn. George Strait, whose career began in the 1980s, also continued to have a widespread success in the decade and beyond. Toby Keith began his career as a more pop-oriented country singer in the 1990s, evolving into an outlaw persona in the late 1990s with Pull My Chain and its follow-up Unleashed. Female artists such as Reba McEntire, Faith Hill, Martina McBride, Dina Carter, Leanne Rimes, Shania Twain, and Mary Chapin Carpenter all released platinum selling albums in the 90s. In the early mid 90s, country western music was influenced by the popularity of line dancing. The influence was so great that Chet Atkins was quoted as saying, "The music has gotten pretty bad, I think. It's all that damn line dancing." By the end of the decade, however, at least one line dance choreographer complained that the good country line dance music was no longer being released. I chose this genre because it's the music that I listen to every day. This music has a tendency to uplift my mood depending on whatever mood it is that I'm in. And I feel like when I listen to this music, I relate more to it than to any other music. I'm not a fan of rap music because I feel like I really don't connect with it. And country music to me just feels like it's easy to relate to.